tonight. You're going to recognize him. So you're going to recognize his voice when he comes out here. He is one of our, he is our final contestant. He is from the town of Oakdale. Let's hear it for Oakdale. Come on. He's here tonight. Please give a warm welcome to David Weiss. Come on. David Weiss. Hey, let's hear it for what's his name, huh? I thought I was only this forgettable at home. Oh my goodness, what a great looking crowd. But what else I'm going to say? You know, my fate is in your hand. It's great to see all of you here tonight. Even better for me to be seen anywhere. Usually I'm just heard. By that I'm referring to what I actually do for a living. I happen to be one of the news anchors that you hear bringing you the news every day on 1010 Wins. We have any 1010 Wins listeners here? You want me to prove it? You want the radio voice? Yeah. The news watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. All news all the time. You give us 22 minutes and we'll give you the world. Very good. But we've had some cutbacks. We're down to 12 minutes. Can only give you some talking and yonkers. Weird combo. Just a weird combination. Working at 1010 Wins is very intense, as you might expect. Very fast-paced, cranking the news out all the time. So sometimes it's tough for me to leave that behind. I came home from work last night. My wife said, you know, you're late. I said, well, let's see what I was facing on the road. So an accident on a southern state that goes two ways. That sent me up the Sac that goes to the LIE, and as I rounded the corner for home later, there's a bicycle in the driveway that cost me a little more time. I'll have another update for you, honey, coming up in 10 minutes on the lot. And she said, by the way, we're having meatloaf for dinner. I said, oh, again, the meatloaf never stops. All meatloaf all the time. My broadcast career doesn't just include doing news on the radio, but that's mainly what I do. I came here straight from 1010 Wins, which is why I'm still wearing the shirt and the tie. They have a dress code at 1010 Wins. Let that sink in for a second. I'm on the radio. I could be doing the news topless, bottomless, dancing on that table. I don't think you'd know the difference. It's 1 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm David Weiss on 1010 Wins. Here are our top stories. It's not like somebody driving around is going to say, did you hear that guy? I think he's naked. And I think he's dancing. I heard something flapping. He's naked and he's dancing. As I said, I've done some other things in my broadcast career. That includes, some years ago, doing the weather on TV. So help me, I did. Back in 2008, Channel 55, based here on Long Island, hired me without a cumulus cloud of weather experience to do the weather on their nightly newscast, which I did for 4 years. Now, we kept track of my accuracy, and overall, I was 90% right 10% of the time. So you do the math on that. One thing about doing the weather on TV. TV weathermen get lots of feedback, and there was one email in particular worth noting. It said, and I'm quoting here, to the TV 55 weather guy, well done. You're the perfect combination of a tornado and a hurricane. You suck and you blow at the same time. That hurt. I apologize for that, by the way. I don't normally talk like that on stage or even in everyday life, for obvious reasons. If I slip with some of those words at 1010 Wins, I'm out of a job. But you have no idea how much I wanted to say this earlier today. Wins news time 2:01. Time for traffic and transit on the ones. Let's find out what cocksucker fucked things up on the Cross Bronx today. Thank you. Oh, you have no idea how good that just felt. Oh, man. I want to thank you also for putting me in a better mood. I'm cranky all the time. I turned 60 not that long ago, and everything upsets me, but especially my commute to and from the city. I use mass transit all the way, and today was a particularly bad day all the way around. Subway in the city, number 1 train going downtown, got stuck in the tunnel. We've all been there. Lights go out, power goes out, then you hear this. Emergency, evacuation, gynecologist. I didn't know whether to crawl out a window or put my legs up in the air. What the hell was that? And then getting here from Penn Station to Port Jeff, the always delightful Long Island Railroad. Don't you love it? Isn't it your favorite? Yeah. At one of the stops on the way here, I got this. Yeah, folks, we're going to be here for a while. Not sure how long. We got a passenger with a medical emergency. Assistance is on the way. It's a medical emergency. Wait a minute. What kind of medical emergency are we talking about here? I feel bad for the passenger, But I don't care if it's a heart attack or a panic attack. Why does assistance need to be rendered on the train? Right? We're here at a station. Let's pick the passenger up. I'll help put him on the platform and let's get the hell out of here. If they can't spare an LIRR worker to stay with the passenger, pin a note to the chest. Barely breathing, may need paddles. Good luck, let's go. A woman goes into labor on the train. Congratulations. I hope you deliver on or close to schedule. You can name the baby Lindenhurst. Oh, I see your water broke. Let me help. What's the gap? Get off, we're gone. I just want to get where I'm going. Big weekend coming up. Saturday is my 30th wedding anniversary, 30 years. So, thank you. You don't even know my wife. I'm getting sympathy applause. I appreciate that. My wife happens to be Italian. Any paisans here tonight? Italian? Wow. That's too many. Thank you. No, she's Italian. It was very thrilling for me when I first started dating her. As a Jewish guy who grew up in an Italian neighborhood. I know you're thinking I probably grew up with old Jews all the time. No, it was an Italian neighborhood. And who loves The Godfather, somebody who has always dreamed of being Italian. So much so, I did my bar mitzvah with an accent. By the way, for those of you who've never seen a Jew before, that really was Hebrew. Anyway, so we were dating for a little while. She said, time to meet my parents, which included her dad, right out of the movies. Born in Italy, spent his entire working life in construction. Looks like Luca Brasi from The Godfather. Really? In fact, he once told his daughter, may your first husband be a masculine husband. That was not good news for me. But we met, we got along, that was that. Fine. A couple of weeks later, I get a package in the mail. It's a bulletproof vest folded around a yarmulke. I'm told this is a Sicilian message. Treat my daughter with respect, or you'll be swimming in a jar with gefilte fishes. Is anybody here tonight from out of town? Out of town. Not Nassau or the Bronx. I'm talking about way out of town. Anything? Yeah. Virginia. Well, but, you know, that's the minority now. Not too many people are visiting. The tourism numbers are out. We had this story at 1010 Wins. Fewer people than ever before are visiting and vacationing on Long Island. I happen to think it's a marketing problem. We have more to do here on Long Island than at Disney World. So I came up with something that I think will help the promotional and tourism effort. And I'm going to donate it to the Tourism Bureau. It is a song. Now, there are parts of this song where I'll need you to join in. I'll point at you when it's your turn, and then I'll do this when I want you to hold on. Okay, we got it straight? Yeah. Got it straight now? You want to hear it?
Yes.
I was going to do it anyways, it doesn't matter. All right, how does it go again? It's a world of traffic, fill your tank with gas. We got gorgeous beaches that leave sand up your ass. There's so much to be seen. We got MS-13, it's Long Island after all. There's more. It takes 4 days to get to Montauk Point. Let's go to the lighthouse and light up a joint. Our relatives moved away, but we have to stay. It's Long Island after all. Now you. It's Long Island after all. Everybody. It's Long Island after all. We hate New Jersey, so let's build a wall. And who's going to pay for that wall? Who? Mexico. It's Long Island after all. I should quit while I'm ahead, but there's another verse. We've got Sagamore Hill and the Flanders Duck. We've got seedy massage places where you can get a good massage. It's our home, you can't lose. We've got Gentiles, we've got Jews. It's Long Island after all. Bring it home. It's Long Island after all. Come on. It's Long Island after all. There's no doubt I will die in a mall. It's Long Island after all. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul Anthony, the 50 Plus Comedy Tour, Dinner 3, especially all you. Sing it out on the air, 10 wins. Get up. Wow, David White. David